Good evening. This is the video newsletter for buysellshort.com for Thursday, August 20th. Here we are looking at the Dow 15-minute chart. As you can see, I expanded that rectangle formation. We saw on Tuesday morning the previous breakout from back in late July held, and I had actually mentioned in the chat room before I went on break that given the high price of the put options, whereas you would normally expect there to be a sell-off and the puts to be wiped out and the calls to be wiped out, that calls were wiped out on that sell-off on Monday, and then a bounce back would wipe out the puts, and the option riders would be happy campers yet again. And that's what we've seen over the last couple of days. Market further popped again today. We had a bounce back in China. You've got the clowns on TV pretty much saying that whatever the Chinese stock market does, that's what the U.S. market's going to do. It's a load of BS in my opinion, but they're using it to move the market up and down, so that's the latest game that they are using. Here you can see on the 15-minute chart, right before the close, we got a golden cross on the 15-minute chart at around the 93.26 area. And if you'll remember, over the last year or so, whenever we get a golden cross on the Dow 15-minute chart, we see on average 150-point pop over the next couple of days. So if we assume the same is to happen here, we should be looking at least a test of the previous highs in the 9400s and possibly a move to 9500 over the next couple of days. Yes, we're up a couple of hundred points over the last couple of days, but we're just going off this golden cross that we've seen on this time frame. If we flip over to the daily chart, you can see that we have flipped into, or we're still within that rectangle formation. 9100 to 9400 is the rectangle. Also, you'll note here we had that big sell-off on Monday, and then before I left, I had mentioned in the chat room that if we saw the market green on Tuesday, that we probably would see a nice pop off of that. And since then, we've seen a nice couple of two-day rally here. The reason being, if you go back over the last several months, dating back to the March lows, every time we had a test of the 20-day exponential, we saw a nice big rally over the next few days. That happened, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 times. And then in June, when we saw that top, we saw a test of the 20-day exponential and then a red day the day after. And that signaled the beginning of the end, at least on that rally. And then we saw that retrace down to the July lows. We had that big sell-off back to the 20-day exponential on Monday. And instead of going green on Tuesday, we saw a nice bounce back. So that made the 20-day exponential support again. Right now, that's 91.81 on the Dow. Indicators look pretty good here. Stochastics back up through 50. ADX remains very, very strong. And again, going back to the 15-minute chart, we've got that golden cross, and that's been very, very positive for us over the last several months. So there's no reason to doubt that it's not going to coincide with another upside move over the next couple of days. Let's jump into some stock plays. PLUG trading alert last hour today. Play on this is alternative energy stocks have been pretty active over the last couple of days when I was gone, especially QTWW, an car alternative energy play, fuel cell play, stock up 50%. PLUG is very active in the fuel cell market. We've got a double bottom on the chart. These guys have earnings out of the way. They've got a fat cash stack, 80 million plus. Breakout here is the 20-day exponential, so we're looking at 77 cents. Support and stops at 72 cents, but this is definitely a chart in this market environment that should go on a monster tear. Target a move to the 200-day moving average at 91 cents right now. RSI has been hugging under 50. Stochastics also under 20 and getting ready to trigger a buy signal here. So this is a stock that should do very, very well over the next couple of days. We'll be very surprised if we don't see this one at least test the 50-day moving average tomorrow. So that's 80 cents plus. Sirius. Actually, let me pull this one back to a tighter view. Mentioned the other day that this would be a buy on a break of 60 cents. It did that yesterday, and we saw a nice 15% pop to 70 cents intraday, starting to come into its own here. I was pounding the table a few weeks ago saying that Sirius is the way to play a rebound in auto sales, and now the market's starting to play catch up. S&P upgraded their debt the other day, and the stock's been on a tear since. Pull back to that wide view here. Nice big breakout of this cup and handle formation. No reason we will not see a move over $1 in the next few weeks. Would be looking to accumulate this one on dips, and we will continue to scalp its move whenever the chart says so, but looks very, very good in the near term. OCLR, ascending triangle breakout. We had, traders sort of throw in the towel, impatient traders there on Thursday, but we got a nice little bounce back today on this one. Ascending triangles don't always break out right away. Its sector is starting to take off over the last couple of days, and this is a major laggard in this segment. ACLS, which is burning cash like it's got like there's no tomorrow. They're burning $25 million in cash a quarter, so they've got 2 quarters of cash left, and that stock's up 50% over the last week and a half. Here we have OCLR. They say their sales are starting to rebound, cash rich, low cash burn, and has yet to really break out in a meaningful way. That will happen. There is no reason why this stock is not going to be substantially higher in the coming weeks, in my opinion, and we'll be looking to accumulate dips on this one for the inevitable breakout. Let the weekends move out. It usually takes a week, week and a half for our plays to really get their groove on, so little patience on this play should go a long way. Just a quick mention on ASTM. We had that sell-off over the last week, and it looks to have finally found a bottom here at the 20-day exponential 40 to 43 cent area. We're looking for a bounce back to 50 cents in the next couple of days. Don't know what the catalyst is going to be, but ADX remains very, very bullish, and as you can see, stochastics coming up through 20, which is a buy signal in the stock. Every time we see stochastics come up through 20, we see a nice spike in the stock price, so should happen here in the next couple of days. That's really it. It was just a quick update. We've got options expiration tomorrow. Probably a flat to up session, although, again, as I mentioned, we've got the golden cross on the Dow 15-minute chart, so we haven't had one of those in a while, and it could surprise the shorts here in the next couple of days. That's it for the video. See you guys in the chat room tomorrow. Good night.